Imagine living in a floating city. But not just any city, a city in the middle of the ocean, carrying thousands of people, fighter jets, weapons, and everything needed to survive for months without touching land. This is life on a massive aircraft carrier, like the Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. Now you might be wondering, how do over 5,000 crew members eat, shower, and sleep on something that's constantly moving in the ocean? Let's dive inside. First, let's talk about food. Feeding over 5,000 people every single day is not a small task. In fact, aircraft carriers serve around 15,000 meals daily. That's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even midnight snacks for sailors working night shifts. The kitchen on a carrier is called the galley, and it operates almost 24/7. Huge industrial ovens, grills, and storage units are used to prepare food at a massive scale. Sailors eat a variety of meals, from eggs and bacon in the morning to burgers, pasta, chicken, and even desserts like cakes and ice cream. But here's the interesting part. Food planning is extremely precise. Before deployment, the ship is stocked with tons of food supplies. Fresh fruits and vegetables are eaten first because they spoil quickly. After that, the crew relies more on frozen and canned food. And yes, there's even a Starbucks-style coffee station on some carriers, because let's be honest, no one can survive long shifts without caffeine. Now let's move to showering. You might think showering on a ship with thousands of people would be a nightmare, but it's actually well managed. Aircraft carriers have desalination systems that convert seawater into fresh water. This water is then used for drinking, cooking, and yes, showers. However, water is still treated as a valuable resource. Sailors are encouraged to take quick showers, usually just a few minutes long. The bathrooms and showers are shared, similar to what you might see in a hostel or military barracks. There's no luxury here, no long, hot showers or bathtubs. It's all about efficiency. Still, hygiene is taken seriously. Cleanliness is important, not just for comfort, but also to prevent illness in such a tightly packed environment. Now comes the most interesting part, sleeping. Sleeping on an aircraft carrier is very different from what most people are used to. Crew members sleep in small compartments called berthings. These rooms are filled with bunk beds stacked 3 high. Each sailor gets a small bed and a tiny locker to store personal belongings. Privacy is almost non-existent. Imagine sharing a room with 50 or even 100 people. And it doesn't stop there. The ship never sleeps. Aircraft carriers operate 24/7, which means sailors work in shifts, day shifts, night shifts, and everything in between. So while some people are sleeping, others are working just a few feet away. Noise is constant, the sound of jet engines, machinery, announcements, and footsteps. To cope with this, many sailors use earplugs or headphones. Despite the conditions, sailors learn to adapt quickly. Fatigue management is important, and crew members are trained to function even with limited sleep. But life on an aircraft carrier is not just about basic survival. There are also facilities to keep morale high. Most carriers have gyms so sailors can stay fit. There are also recreation areas with TVs, movies, and sometimes even internet access, although it is limited. Some ships even have small stores where sailors can buy snacks, toiletries, and other essentials. And when it comes to communication, sailors can send emails to their families, though it may not be instant. One more thing, space. Even though aircraft carriers are massive, space is always limited. Every inch is used efficiently. From sleeping areas to storage rooms, everything is carefully designed to maximize space. There are narrow hallways, steep ladders instead of stairs, and multiple decks stacked on top of each other. Getting around the ship can feel like navigating a maze. So, what's it really like living on an aircraft carrier? It's crowded, it's noisy, it's highly disciplined, but it's also a place where thousands of people work together as a team. Every meal served, every shower taken, and every hour of sleep is part of a carefully managed system that keeps the ship running. Because at the end of the day, an aircraft carrier is not just a war machine, it's a floating city powered by human effort. So the next time you see a massive aircraft carrier in a movie or news clip, remember this: behind all the jets and power, there are thousands of people living a completely different life, eating, showering, and sleeping in one of the most unique environments on Earth.